Hello class. So the drill I'm going to show you today is called the pound drill. The pound drill is a drill that will help you with a lot of your technicals that I've been teaching in the class. Here's how it works. So in the pound drill, you got to at least have one other person. So hopefully you're going to be doing this in your groups, but at the very least you got to have one other person to do this drill. And here's what happens. You're going to have somebody go up first, and they're going to be the speaker. And then you're going to have everybody else as the audience. Now, you're probably going to want a timekeeper because you're going to want somebody to keep track of time and when to switch. And then you're going to have somebody who will be called the pounder. And here's how it works. So you're going to have a speaker come up, and the speaker is going to give a 1 to 2 minute speech. Now, for starting out the drill, how about we just do the topic of an experience that happened to you? Now, the speech needs to be completely impromptu, so just think of a story that you can tell really quick, and don't have anything written out, don't have anything scripted, but just tell the story like as if you were going to tell a group of friends. So go ahead, and then you have 1 to 2 minutes to tell your story. So start the time, 1 minute, 2 minutes, and have the person start speaking. Now, when you're speaking, you want to make sure that you're incorporating all of the quick fixes and all of the suggestions that I've been teaching you in the video lectures. So if you're a hand talker, you should be practicing palming your thighs. If you're a shifter, maybe, spread your feet out a little bit, shoulder width so you're not shifting. Work on all of those things that I've been teaching you. And as you do that, you're going to be telling your story. And another thing we're going to be working on that this drill will really emphasize is vocal disfluencies. So disfluencies, remember, include ums, uhs, likes, any words that you keep saying over and over that are kind of like your go-to words. So as the speaker tells his or her story, what the pounder is going to do is they're going to pound on the desk or on whatever surface that's available every time you say like, or any other filler word or disfluency. Okay, so let's say I start telling my story. So yesterday I was at the store and somebody should hit the pan on that. Okay, and also I'll keep going. So I was going to the store and I was talking to the clerk and somebody should be pounding on that. Every time you or like, somebody should be pounding on the desk, particularly the pounder. But everybody can pound the desk if they want. So you keep going. Now, every time you get pounded, keep going, keep telling your story. Just recognize that you or other like, and then just keep going. After you finish your story, you're not done. So after the 1 to 2 minutes are up, or after you finish your story, which will hopefully be in the 1 to 2 minutes, then you're going to go through a question period. In the question period, the audience, whoever is not speaking, will then ask you questions. And the goal of the question asking period is for you to still not or like. But what the audience should be trying to do is trying to make you think quickly on your feet and to try to get you to like. So this is another opportunity to work on your disfluencies. So you'll do a question period for 1 to 2 minutes. So the timer can decide, whoever is holding the time, the timekeeper can decide how long that's going to be. But you should be taking questions for no more than 2 minutes, but no less than 1 minute. Then, after the speaker goes, then you do a part called feedback. In feedback, this is where your group will then tell you things that you were doing. So in the feedback, you want to tell the person how many times they or like. So whoever's pounding, you want to make sure that you tell them, hey, I pounded the desk 7 times. So you keep saying Also, this is a time to bring out any kind of bad habits. So if somebody was shifting a lot, tell them at the end of feedback. Don't tell them during the speech. Let them kind of figure that out. And then at the end of the speech, say, I noticed that you were kind of shifting. Or remember lazy leg. So if somebody's lazy legging a lot, remember that one. Or if somebody's hand washing or doing the, I'm scared, I'm cold kind of thing. Any of that, that's what you want to bring up during feedback. And then after the person goes and they get their feedback, then that person sits down and the next person goes. And then you do the process all over again. So just to review, the process is you have the speaker tells a story for 1 to 2 minutes. Every time the speaker ums, uhs, or likes, audience hits on the desk. Once the speaker tells a story, the speaker then takes questions for another 1 to 2 minutes. And during that period, ask the speaker anything you want about the story, about them, anything that will get them to think, that will force them to think. And during that time, you are still pounding the desk, and you are still counting ums, uhs, or likes. After the question period is the feedback period, and that's where you tell them how many times you pounded and discuss any kind of gestures, mannerisms, anything that is static in terms of how they speak. And once everyone is gone, you're done with the drill. Good luck.